Hi everyone, it's awesome to see you. Here I am doing another really quick live video, and there's so many topics that I could talk about, but I'm going to make a couple of plugs, local and out of state, and I'm going to just talk to you for a moment about what is empowerment. There's all these words that we use, and really the words are not what matters. It's your own personal interpretation and experience of the awakenings that you're having, and whatever words we use to describe them are totally personal. And we are now so non-linear that choosing the words are going to flow, and there's like 10 words for any one thing at all to describe. So I really was just drawn to describe what in the heck I'm talking about when I talk about self-empowerment or empowerment. And I may start using that word a lot less because it's arbitrary, but it doesn't matter what the words are because everybody's going to probably have their own interpretation. So I also wanted to plug the Asylum gym in Billings, Montana is my very favorite gym ever in the whole wide world. I've had some amazing experiences at gyms and boxes, CrossFit boxes, and they've all been amazing. And right now, personal training with Tawny McVeigh and Michael McVeigh at the Asylum in Billings, Montana is amazing. This is not, I don't even want to call this place a gym because the atmosphere is, well, empowering. It's just so supportive. Hi, DJ. And anyway, if you want to get in on some workouts that are really inexpensive for your first month, check out the Asylum in Billings and talk to Tanya and Mike. They're amazing. Like I could go on and on about my experience there, but I wanted to plug them. I got my new shirt today. And so about empowerment, I don't want to ramble. I'm going to keep this short. My dinner is ready. So when I talk about empowerment, for me, what that actually means is I'm going to break it down in 4 ways and make it brief for you. But really what I'm talking about is the fact that you have everything that you need, truly. And I know this, you've got to be willing to actually hear this from a higher standpoint than your human pessimistic type of standpoint or perspective. So empowerment for me has been an ongoing discovery in my whole life, and really broke open when I had a huge healing and awakening into my heart, and that's my higher heart, not my physical heart. And that's when the journey really began for me in life, to constantly become fully authentic. So from this higher heart place, you realize that what empowerment is fully, it's an experience of knowing that everything that you need is within you and begins within you, and nothing is actually outside of you. Everything that is outside of you that you're experiencing and seeing reflected back to you in relationships, in circumstances, in your physical environment, is literally showing you what kind of things, what kind of beliefs or programs you're running internally in your energetic and magnetic body. And that's the way that it works. You're not separate from anything. And not only that, but the beautiful divine creative source energy that you are speaking to and praying to is all within you as well. So you are also praying to you as that source light. So the other aspect of empowerment for me is the fact that your choices are truly where your power lies. So you're choosing in every moment, in every day, whether you're going to really play the game consciously or unconsciously. And now is the time people are feeling a huge surge of desire and motivation to really be more conscious or more aware of how they're living their life and what they're bringing to their life. How are they responsible for creating their life? And what can they do to be more authentic? That is totally what I am about. That what I do and work with people in my classes, retreats, one-on-one, is all based on everything that I've experienced. So there's nothing that I'm just talking about. I'm actually doing work based on my own awakening experiences and lessons, if you want to use that word, and the inspiration that comes through, which is activated by your higher self when you work with me. So that's why everything I do is completely in the moment, customizable to you, because it's your higher self that is activating the information, the light, the codes, if you will, or keys, the sparks within your energy body that are perfect and exactly what you are looking for in that moment, to come to a higher level or a more expanded level of your own awareness of your life and your own power. So empowerment, second aspect, is really all about recognizing that you are constantly choosing. And when you're choosing to not create your own reality, when you're choosing to not engage, to not speak your truth because it's easier not to rock the boat, not to do something different, then you're making a huge choice. And it's all good because it's a journey that every one of us are making on a personal level. But you also may be really, in one sense, wasting your time, prolonging some uncomfortable feelings within, and actually making it harder on yourself than easier, which is what your mind wants to think. If I stick to the structure, if I stick to how everybody else is doing it, if I stick to all of the thoughts that tell me that I need to maintain in a certain way and just keep moving on and keep chipping away like I've always done, that I'm safe, that is going to continue to cause you to question, what in the heck am I doing here? And why do I constantly have a hard time sleeping at night? Why do I constantly feel at odds with what I'm doing? That's why. You have to be willing to accept the fact that you are choosing consciously what you're going to experience. And it truly just takes a constant reminding yourself that I need to be conscious of whether this feels in alignment with me at a core level and place. And I could talk about that for days and days, but you get the gist. So that's also an aspect when I'm talking about empowerment, that I'm talking about choice. Everything is a choice now, and we're all being called to really realize that. Nobody outside of you has any power over you. Nobody, no thing, no system, no old structure. It's all each of us, because we have an amazing influence that goes beyond what the mind can conceptualize. This place is not what you have been brought up to believe that it is. And you hold the keys to experiencing it in a lot of different levels of your own upliftment, happiness, abundance, and your own empowerment. And so the other aspect of what in the heck is empowerment, when I'm talking about it, is that you are empowering yourself, just as I mentioned, to become really conscious, to become very aware of your own choices by stepping up. That's the other thing. You have to be willing to step up to the plate. When your internal guidance, your higher heart, your higher self, your creator, your source light, your spirit, whatever the word is, that is beyond the mental concepts of where we get our drive from, for a higher purpose that is serving others and ourselves, to witness how whole and complete we each truly are, then you're willing to step up to the plate when your guidance is telling you to do something. And let me tell you, one of the biggest issues that I see people have, and my clients and myself, that I've, like I said, experienced, is you've got to take steps constantly to move forward, because that energy has to keep flowing. If you choose, I'm not going to do anything, when you're being drawn to go a different direction than what logically makes sense to you, and you're checking in with your spiritual truth and seeing, that is truly, I'm feeling the call. And sometimes it's just in a moment and you're not doing it. The repercussions, in a sense, if you want to use that word, the bounce back, if you don't do it nowadays, are so much greater than they used to be, because we're being pulled further to express our light. The light that is activating within us on more levels than we've been consciously aware of before. So you've got to be willing to step up, or your trajectory isn't going to, you're going to stall yourself. And you feel that stalling feeling inside of you. You feel it in your body, and you feel your motivation going down. So then okay, I didn't take action. And that action is often really uncomfortable in a sense, because we're not used to stepping up in non-traditional ways, constantly trusting. I could tell you I'm literally being called and from within to step up and trust every single day, and listen to what my spirit, what my inner guidance, what my universe, which is extremely trustworthy. So I have to be able to trust myself. I have to be able to trust that. every single day. And if I don't, then on some level, I will feel something's out of disjointed. So the fourth aspect of empowerment, that when I'm talking about empowerment, what I mean is also we've got to be willing again. Willing is such a huge word, such a huge choice to let go. Willing to let go of the old beliefs about ourselves, the old, which are really programs and energies and systems and beliefs. Oh, I said that. Patterns that we have played before. We've played roles that don't serve us anymore. They may have carried us this far, but they are often just not going to assist us with the greater level of work that we're being called to do now. So part of empowerment that I would really encourage you to dive deep into yourself is, what do I need to let go? What do I need to put behind me? And if I'm not able to do that, reach out to someone who is a leader, stepping up, saying, I can witness this for you and facilitate this so that you can have a helping hand. And that is something that I do, and many other beautiful people who are stepping up to the plate, who have either been around for years or who are new to you. You will find them. Seek from your heart, and you will find who is a perfect match for you. So I've also got an animal communications workshop at Barjan's bookstore in downtown Billings on January 20th, and I'm really excited for that. You can register on my website, or you can call Barjan's Books. And my retreat in Maui was phenomenal, and I'll post more about